He made us laugh for over 70 years. He gave the world The Producers, Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein. Mel Brooks, one of the funniest men alive, is now 98 years old. But recently, in a very honest moment, Mel shared something people did not expect. He named 6 actors he truly did not like working with. Yes, the man known for comedy, kindness, and crazy characters actually had problems with a few people. So who are they? And why did he dislike them? Stick around, because some of these names will surprise you. Before we talk about the 6 actors, let us quickly remember who Mel Brooks is. Mel Brooks is a writer, actor, director, and producer. He made some of the funniest movies in Hollywood history. His jokes were wild, his timing was perfect, and he was never afraid to make fun of anything, politics, movies, or even himself. He started out in the 1950s, writing jokes for television. Later, he became a legend in movies. He even won an Academy Award for The Producers and has won all 4 major entertainment awards, the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. He worked with big stars. But not all of them were easy. Let us start with the first name, Gene Wilder. Now, this is surprising. Gene and Mel were like a comedy team. They worked on Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles. People thought they were best friends. But Mel once said that during the filming of Young Frankenstein, Gene would get very moody. He wanted things done his way. Mel said, "I loved him, but I did not always like working with him." He felt Gene did not trust him as a director sometimes. And that made things hard. Still, they stayed friends. But when it came to work, there was tension. Next is Zero Mostel, the star of The Producers. Zero was loud, funny, and full of energy. But Mel said Zero could also be a nightmare on set. He did not follow the script. He changed lines during takes. Mel said Zero thought he was smarter than everyone else. Even the director. Mel respected Zero's talent, but said he would not want to direct him again. Too much drama. This one is personal, and Bancroft. Yes, Mel's own wife. They loved each other deeply. But even and had problems acting in Mel's films. Mel once shared that and hated how he gave notes during filming. She felt embarrassed when he corrected her in front of others. She told him, "At home, I am your wife. Here, I am an actress. Treat me like one." Mel laughed about it later, but admitted she was tougher than any actor he ever worked with. Now, let us talk about Dom DeLuise. He appeared in many of Mel's films. Big, funny, and always laughing. But Mel said Dom was often too silly on set. He would laugh at his own jokes. He would mess up scenes because he could not stop giggling. Mel joked, "It is hard to make a comedy when your actor is laughing more than the audience." Still, Mel loved him like a brother. But sometimes, work was a mess with Dom around. Now this one is a big name, Orson Welles. Mel tried to cast him once for a small role. Orson showed up late, made huge demands, and even wanted to rewrite part of the script. Mel said he thought he was still making Citizen Kane. The role did not happen. Mel was clear, never again. Sometimes, big names come with big problems. Last on the list, Dustin Hoffman. Mel saw Dustin early in his career. He wanted him for a role. But Mel said Dustin was too nervous and always questioning everything. Even worse, he walked off a project without warning. Mel said he did not trust the process. They made up years later, but that one experience stayed with Mel. So, why did Mel Brooks share this now? Because at 98, he has nothing to hide. He has been honest, funny, and real his whole life. He knows that even in a fun world like comedy, people do not always get along. Sometimes, even great actors can be hard to work with. But Mel did not share this out of anger, he shared it with humor. That is the Mel Brooks way. So, what do you think? Were you surprised by any of these names? Which actor do you think would be the hardest to work with? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love classic Hollywood stories, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and remember, even comedy legends have their tough days. See you next time.